Ian, LG have announced the pricing.
Yeah, in terms of European and US pricing, there's been a few UK prices referenced, but it's still largely to be confirmed. But yeah, the US PR and the German PR wings given out quite a lot of details. All the details that were given are up on the website. People want the full list. Headline is that basically things seem to be generally in line with last year's launch prices. For example, top of the tree, the most expensive goes up to the 83-inch 8K Z3 models, which is priced at €30,000 for the 83-inch or €15,000 for the 77-inch, which uh, is pretty much bang on what they were last year. So that would translate roughly to UK prices in the region of £25,000 and £12,000 respectively. The G3 that you mentioned looks a little bit more expensive. These were actually given UK prices from some outlets, with the 83-inch model given a £7,499 price tag for the 77-inch. Oh, sorry, for the 83-inch, that is. 77-inch at £4,999, 65-inch at £3,499. So again, those are still to be 100% confirmed, but they seem pretty much in keeping with what we'd kind of be expecting. And similarly, the C3 models, again, looks to be much the same as its C2 counterparts from last year, with prices starting at around €1,699 for the 42-inch version, rising up to €7,299 for the 83-inch model. We've chucked in some general UK conversions, but obviously the actual retail price will be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
I think this is more impressive than it sounds. I mean,
Oh,
if you think
it
about
is, it is,
if you
yeah.
think about there's been a spot of inflation since this time last year. Just a bit. So if they broadly held pricing, that's an enormous. I mean, one, it must be. I dare say they must have taken the decision to take a bit of a hit, but it also reflects just economies and efficiencies, which are, fairly mind-blowing in themselves, because by any measurable standards these products should be 10% more, and they're not. So that's not unimpressive.
Yeah, no, I was expecting them to be a little bit more expensive than they actually have turned out to be. I mean, we're still waiting on official UK pricing. It hasn't quite been announced just yet. I expect it probably the end of this week. We will know a lot more detail. But yeah, it's another impressive lineup from LG. The thing is, I think that the thing that people need to take on board is that there is now a definite split from C to G. It always used to be C and G used the same panel, the same processor, and it was just cosmetic differences. The G was the gallery series, so it was wall mounted. The C was the more all-round TV, but they basically had the same picture and processing. That is not the case. And it hasn't been the case for the last 2 years. They are completely different TVs now, with G being more or less a flagship. If you can't stretch to the Z or the Z, then the G3 is going to be the big flagship TV. It's got MLA, it's got all the new processing from the new A9 processor, and it looked really, really impressive at CES. And there is brightness there, a big boost in brightness. It looks a lot brighter. But the thing is, and this is what we keep coming back to, it's not just about peak brightness on these TVs. We see the numbers being floated around the internet yet again, and people completely missing the point. Yeah, peak brightness is good, but it ain't everything. And where your eye sees more in the image is in the midtones to the blacks and just above black. And that's one area where LG really have improved their TVs this year for what I saw at CES. So yeah, we'll have more on that probably in the next podcast, where we can talk a little bit more about the LG stuff.